Alright, hello everybody. I'm here to do a VOD review, and today we have Shore. He's a gold 3 slash plat 1 rank in this VOD, and he's playing Skye on split. So we're just going to go over basic, util usage, things that he's doing that he's missing out on, stuff that he's doing that's kind of wrong or not the best in the situation, and, just looking at overall his gameplay in general. So let's just take a look. It looks like we're going to be off to a decent start because he's pulling out a flash right away. Right at the beginning, he's playing ramp, so he should be flashing for info here. Let's see if he does that. Okay, and he does. Okay, sees that they're blind. He peeks, and I like how he doesn't re-peek there. I like how he just takes a shot, finds out how many there are, because they should be blind. And then just kind of backs out, gets a little info. Alright, takes a little pot shot. Be careful standing here, you might get shot. Oh, yep. Okay, nice. And he ran into the same mistake. Very good. Nice job. And you have a flash. Take your time on your shots, Doug. Get a flash, use it. Use the flash. Use the flash. Alright, also, where are the comms? Like, there's not a single comm. I can hear your keyboard. No comms. Make sure you use your comms. Also, you guys don't have smokes. That's interesting. Yeah, if you don't have smokes, I would honestly move Skye to mid. Or towards mid. If they're pressuring there a lot, because you can just flash out and stop pushes versus being able to smoke off. You see 3 on the map. Okay, you can rotate. Cool. It's a second round eco. I mean, not much you can really do. Okay. Moving on to site. Yep. Missed the tech.
The wall, break the wall, Skye.
Good shot.
Last player standing.
Okay, is it winnable? Unlucky.
Last player standing.
So you're still swinging when you're reloading, and then your crosshair is way over here. You should be aimed more over here where you saw the sage before. So now you gotta flick all the way over there. But I mean, it was good eco damage. But it was definitely still winnable. So you're buying up. Okay. Coming back here, I guess. And nobody's really calming. You just got people moving all over the place. If you're gonna move somewhere, just in general, if you're gonna move somewhere, just let the team know. You're gonna be flashing. Did you have any credits left? You need 200 credits. I think a dog's 300. Get as much util as you can, even a heal if you can. I forgot how much the credits were, to be honest. So raise his boombot. Yep. Okay. It's good to peek off that. You just need to be careful that you have your gun out when you peek.
That's got, yeah.
You saw 4 there. You need to calm how many you saw. You saw 4. Oh. Okay, just wait. Just. Okay, good job re-aiming for the chamber to try to trade you. But, oh, what the? Where did you come from? Okay.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, I don't know where that guy came from, but back here. So right here, see how your crosshairs just sitting there in the wall? Someone could be here, if you're gonna pre-aim that, just wait, just hold that. Just decide and hold something if you're gonna hold something. So otherwise you're gonna get caught switching between them, and it's not gonna be good.
Time to mobilize my pack.
Okay, just the usual.
You want to play? Let's play.
Dog's questionable here. It's fine, but I'd rather just use a flash for info early. comms. Usual. See one mid. Calm it. Flashing. Doesn't flash her. Got no one. Nobody mid. So with that flash, you see how you just kind of threw it out there? And you just threw it around the corner. There's this whole wall here which blocks line of sight. So like people right here won't be blind. People right here in this whole side won't be blind. Oh, excuse me. People like here won't be blind because the wall cuts off it. So when you flash, you just want to throw it up and like drag your mouse up and make sure you can blind like the whole area so that you can get the info that someone's there, and then also safely cross because, well, they're blind. So now you're alive with Reyna. Team's taking shots at you.
Last player standing.
Nice shot. Can you hit the shot on Jet? Hit two. Oh, they did not get the third one. Unlucky. Well, I got some eco damage again. Now, I thought you just saved. Why are we not buying up again? Did you buy full armor last round? You did. So, you gotta make sure that you have enough money to buy on your buy rounds. And here I would also just buy like a light armor Spectre, because like with, okay, we're gonna get to that ult in a second. With the light armor Spectre and the fact that like if you were Radiant or whatever and you bought a Deagle, fine. But we're not all Radiant, we're not all AM gods. Just buy light armor Spectre until you know that you can do it. But you flash, you have a Spectre, you just spray them down. Versus the Deagle, you have to hit the heady, otherwise they're not going to be dead by the time you get all 3 shots off. So make sure that you're able to buy when you're buying the right guns in these situations. Now this ult is pretty sus because, I mean, what you could just flash and no people are there. Like, they're just gonna shoot all of your cabbages as they're coming down the ramp. So it's kind of a waste. You could use it post plant, like if they get onto site a lot better. So you see they just broke it. It's all gone. You didn't get any info. Like, you got the info you got was their A main. They spawned. They're on the A side. Now you're using this. I mean, again, use that like more post plant, and that happens to everyone.
Spike down A.
Mid side, nice.
Okay. So we're gonna go back. So you see on the minimap, right? You have a minimap. You see where she is? I don't know where you're looking, fam.
Mid side, nice.
But like, if you're gonna pop out of that smoke, you gotta make sure you aim in the right direction. Okay.
Get out of my way.
So you got flash. No. Okay, you see on the minimap is 2. There's one mid. You can just jump down, it's faster. You're not gonna take fall damage. Be really careful when you use your dog on the edge of smokes like that. Cause see how you're gonna like, you're like halfway through. They might be able to see your body. Just be careful with that. Okay. Comes out after you clear it. You didn't really, did you? You didn't clear the close right. Just make sure when you're doing that, you clear all your angles. It's like a silver drone, you know? Just clear all the angles out. People are gonna think you cleared them. This is a good position. I mean, you can catch them as they're walking out. Right. Oh, he just maybe held that chamber. Like,
Last player standing.
got into the right corner of hell and held him. Get the 1v1. Otherwise, you're like exposing yourself to 2 angles there. See how you're exposed here and you're exposed here? So like, even if you start shooting the chamber, like unless you one tap them and then you're just like, oh, I got ultra instinct and I'm just gonna aim over here now. Like, you're probably not getting both. So that's why you like put yourself in, you either get in this corner and aim here, or you go in this corner on the right and aim there. you're just using your dog. Prefer the flash because dog is so much more useful like mid round to find out where people are exactly. Post plant, stuff like that. Also, you should be able to just go up the rope like silently or something if you don't know if there's anyone like mid. Because you're just like kind of stomping around. And that flash you just did. So there could be a guy up on this wall. And he could just be holding invent. And you just whoop, and you're dead. Like, you don't know, your sage is up here. Just didn't put a wall down or anything. Like they have a lurk mid, like can have all of mid control and you wouldn't know it. So you can use the Skye mechanic where you drag your flash and you can control it. Just make sure you utilizing that utility or that mechanic in the utility, and you'll prevent yourself from getting killed. It's like getting caught with a shock dart out. Don't get caught with your bird out. Don't get caught with your dog out. Like, you know, just make, like, if you don't know, if you're not 100% sure that someone could be there, if you're not 100% sure somebody is if somebody's there or not, just be safe. Just throw it around the corner. There's no reason for you to aim with your arrow keys when you can play safe. Okay, and you're just sitting there with your knife out. Someone.
You will not kill my ally.
I guess nobody could have swung you there because you know that there's someone there. 3v3. Okay, again, you're just out in the open with your util out. I guess Sage is here this time, like watching the angle. But I mean, if they kill her and just keep pushing, like you're gonna get caught. You be really careful with that. There's nobody there.
Your duty is not over. Cool.
I guess there is a guy there. Okay, going to play the Reyna. You have a flash coming up in 3 seconds.
Could be up ramp, could be up ramp.
One enemy remaining.
So,
Could be up ramp, could be up ramp.
see here, look at where your crosshair is. It was like right here. Your crosshair, when you come around the corner, you should be looking and just have it sitting like right here instead of over here. Because a flick from here to here, if you're flicking from here to here and hitting headshots, you're sitting pretty well for aim. But if you're positioning your crosshair here with better crosshair placement, it's a lot smaller adjustment, and like, you miss to the right. You miss to the right and then adjust it back. The only reason you won that fight was because 1, well, she missed, and 2, she was low HP. So if she's a higher elo player, she's coming up this ramp, and she is pre-aimed right where you are standing. So your head is gone. Or at least she's spraying you down. Like, they're pre-aiming that, so you need to make sure that your crosshair placement is good, so you can compensate and just keep up.
Bomb ramp.
Down A.
Now, again, like, see how it just bounces off the wall and doesn't really do anything? Like, you can just throw the flash around the corner and just, like, much quicker.
30 seconds left.
So it's gotta bounce and, like, readjust, blah, blah. This is just gonna be the last kill. Okay, now they're just killing your dog. Just gonna waste it at this
You want
point.
to play? Let's play.
And good shot. Half luck, half skill. Nice.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
A little spray control. Nice 4K. Well, half by 4K?
This place is nice.
Half a
Not
block.
nice enough to
Yeah.
die in.
Alright.
Everyone get out of here.
Not many complaints there. That was good. So you went from ramp, you got your kill, you didn't re-peek and get greedy to try to get the Reyna. You're like, ooh, shiny, gotta get him. And you came back here, got the other kill, because your Reyna was there, you would have traded probably. I think you had another flash, yeah, you used it. got more info, like blinded anyone who was out. That was pretty standard. That was alright. That was good. It looks like he just used a dog and he got killed again. So after that last time he used the dog, I don't know why you're just using it. Like, just use your flash, get the info. Another ult that you kind of waste here. Again, just try to use this on like more post plant, more mid round, like when you're trying to find out where they are, if they're like set up somewhere. And just make sure like you can pop that flash a lot earlier. You have
Reloading.
now if you had this dog here, you'd be able to clear out hell. Be able to clear out ramp.
The chamber's late. He's gonna be aim in. One more aim in.
Okay, that's good right there. The good crosshair placement to right here. Yeah, so
The chamber's late.
re-aim. Yep, that was good. It's perfect. That's exactly what you want to do. So this right here is a good example of just the crosshair placement being well, and just see how easy you got the kill. You didn't really even have to move your mouse. When you just see them, you click. That's all you gotta do. That's why when professional players play and you watch them, it seems like it's so easy for them to get kills. It's just because their crosshair placement is better. Crosshair placement is king in this game.
He's gonna be aim in. One more aim in. One more.
You guys
I need heal.
probably good awareness on the heal. I know you haven't had much of an opportunity to use this game, but he called for it and you were there. Good. Now you need to kind of hurry up. They did not clear an angle. That's unlucky for them.
Last player standing.
So yeah, they did not clear the corner right there. They got killed for it. Just make sure you're clearing your corners. Don't make the same mistakes your teammates are making. But yeah, you guys gotta make sure you're doing enough time. You probably should have just come ramp, killed the chamber with your teammate, like traded, and then taken the site. I mean, if you would have traded him, you would have been around the corner, seen the Reyna right here, been able to take her out. Yeah, so just make sure you're like playing with your teammates. It's not like if you go one by one, you're just not gonna be as successful. Make sure you like swing it off of people. 3, 2, 1 swing, even if you want to. Okay, we're changing our position. So the dog. Okay, yeah. See, you got better info with the dog, but still, like a flash would have done. You'd have just known people are there. It's not how many, but that was. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't get caught with your flash out.
Spike down A.
Okay.
One enemy.
So their Omen basically just ate his mini wheats and sat down in his $800 gaming chair and kind of dicked on you. So not much you can do about that. But you did almost get caught with the util out against the Reyna. Just make sure you are not using. You're not caught with your util out if you don't know someone's there. You can't shoot with the flash. It's like you just saw with the Omen. Like even if you flash them, they can still kill you by luck. But you can't kill them, no matter how hard you flash them. So that's next round. Oh, dude, I thought you were gonna go back to the flash. Now we're just wasting dog again. But yeah, what I was saying before is the dog was better because it got the actual info. It was able to get around the corner this time. So that was much better than what you were doing before. So you got the info. Someone was there, but you don't know where exactly.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
So you got the info, and then you made noise, just alerting them to where you were. Now, if you were just walking down mid or whatever, and you got into that corner, she's probably not exactly looking there. Yeah, using that flash there was good. Just figure out if there was somebody there or not. That's the whole goal of it. Yeah, you don't have to take the rope down. You can just jump down. And also, if you're gonna rotate, like you might want to think about, like you silent roped. You didn't clear all the angles. So like when you like if you jet dash and like you dash and you look into the side. Then you clear that, clearing the angle, and then continuing forward. You want to do that with like Skye Dog. When you're jumping, you're looking left and right and clearing all that. Makes it a lot more, lot more beneficial. Still, you just need to really make sure you throw in the flash deeper, then you can push with it. And you're still there's no comms coming from you. Like, you have to calm. You're not gonna get all the way up the rank ladder like you want if you're not calming. You're gonna cap out. Like, you're gonna cap out like mid-high diamond. You might hit like immortal. Then you get people tilting. Just not a good look. So you just want to make sure you're gonna be using your vocal cords. That looks like she's dead here. Yeah, solid comms save games. 100%. Here you probably want to like either your Reyna or you flashing mid right away is pretty strong. Flashing like flashing up into mail here would be good, so you can take the space, especially since you don't have smokes. That flash and vents is good. That's what I was gonna say after that. So either flash into here or flash into here. So you don't have smokes, like your utility is gonna be super strong. All right, dude. So there is an open line of sight in this door right here, and also mail, and you just ran with your util out on pistol round, the most important round of the game, into both of those. So you get killed 100% of the time, or 99% of the time in higher yellow. You were just dead on the cross, because there is a dude probably here and here just looking. And you got dude number 3 right here who didn't look from the flash, but since he wasn't looking from the flash, if he wasn't looking at this wall before, like if he wasn't looking at this wall right here for whatever reason, like he's looking right where you're standing and you're dead. So you just really got to make sure you're not just running out in the open. Those line of sights, see, you just got tread. Doesn't look like much is probably gonna happen.
One inside.
You guys had all that they had all the momentum. Now they're just sitting here. Like their jet gets picked off. Like if you just stall like that, like they should really just util. Like your Sage walls off here, and then you guys push onto site. Like it's pretty standard to just keep taking the control, because then you're taking like a 3-on-1, 4-on-1, getting the site, getting the bomb down. But like stalling like that isn't gonna be beneficial. Stalling like that's going to allow them to like rotate over, adjust, find out where you are exactly. Now, if you're in like a buy round or something and you slow it down mid-round and you're just holding and you're trying to get a pick, that's cool. But if you're like just clumped together like this, you have no map control other than this area. They could be anywhere. They could be rotating through here. They could be rotated through here. They could be over back CT. They could be flanking in the market from B. I mean, if someone had pushed their main, it's just you're letting them encroach on you. You gotta make sure you're either maintaining like a wider area map control or gaining more, or yeah, preferably gaining more. Try to get that objective. So you guys lose the pistol round. Unlucky. So you gotta make sure you should be up there with your team in the front. Just ready to flash. You want to call your flashes. Make sure you call on your flashes. Again, comms, important, super important. You gotta be careful here. So on this angle, right where you're just standing, you can get shot over the wall, like in the head. They can see your head. Not with the smoke there. Right here, think about counter flashing, like when Omen blinds, or if they have a Skye or they have a KO, or your room, like. Just counter flash it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, counter flash it. So that they can get like less off of it. So if you're just completely blind, like defenseless, and they can just run you over. But if you flash them, they kind of have to slow down and think for a second. This is just an eco round.
You have flash. Just.
So yeah, you're pretty much just gonna want to like flash and then peek together off of it. Should be able to get one. Nice shot. Nice job.
Player standing.
Yeah, you just wanna.
Spike down mid.
You just gotta be like aware of how much ammo you have. That's alright. Next round, we are not watching that. Yikes. Oh. Helmet blinded.
Enemy spotted B.
So there, like, if you're not flashing mid or something, like, you might want to think about flashing here right away. Especially if I'm in blind. Like, if he blinds and you're not blind, you might want to think about swinging that just to... Because if he blinds and then swings and kills Reyna, like, you might want to think about trading the Reyna out. Also, when I'm emphasizing, I'm going to emphasize flashing early round, especially if they're opping. So if they're opping male, and like you don't have smokes, you flash mid. If they're opping ramp, and you're going A, you flash ramp right away. If you're going B, you flash B main right away, just so they can't get the free pick as easy. And also, like, when you're... So let's see what happens here. Let's see how we go about this. Yeah, just in between. Want to flash up and have him for them. That'd be more benefit. Okay, he didn't clear mail at all. You gotta make sure you clear in your corners with that dog.
Scout destroyed.
It's like, notice how every single one of your teammates just walked past without even clearing it. Like, there could have been a dude here with a judge and he just got a 4K. And now an ace.
Block inside. Wall raised. Here.
Okay, like how you pre-aiming that. So you knew the jet was there.
Enemy spotted B.
Okay, now that flash is fine. You just gotta make sure that you're like... You should be popping it better, so it's not running to the wall for a second and then popping. You just throw it into and you guide it to here, and then you just pop it, so you're able to push off of it. Again, you just kind of let your flash go into the corner. And okay, yeah, if you would have guided your flash out, you would have seen that the chamber was, or you would have known the chamber was there. Let's see where we go. Looks like on A. Make sure you're like, you know where you're going with, you know what the plan is for your team. You gotta make sure you're always on the same page.
They're concussed.
Okay, you dogged up there, right? But like I said, you don't have any smokes, so you really need to flash out for your teammates. Because you don't have things to block off this line of sight and this line of sight, except for like a 2-second jet smoke. So you want to send the flash, because if you can't block their line of sight with the smoke, you gotta flash off their line of sight. So it's gonna be really important that you're using your flashes on entries, like when your teammates are entering on site. The dog is gonna be. I mean, I'd throw the flash and then you can dog, I guess. But it's a lot more. That would probably be the play if you had a proper smoke.
Don't die, Skye, don't die.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to die and give them guns. Guys are down, man. Down 2. Okay. I'm gonna throw that a little lower. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yo, if you need to use it.
Okay, you got ult, you got a flash. Irena took a 1v1 like an idiot. You flash. Okay, blinds him. And oh. Oh. He just got shit on, sorry. You guys probably should have just like regrouped up together a little. You guys have to play time. And just make sure you can't defuse, so you guys just group up. You can ult him, you can flash him. Your Reyna takes a fight, you take a fight with the Reyna. You had a lot of utility you could have used to win that round pretty easily. You just gotta slow it down a little. And what was that? Was that their eco round?
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know why you're typing, dude. You have a microphone. I can hear your keyboard clicking. And you're typing to be toxic. Like, I don't know what this is. This message is literally throwing your elo. Don't do that, especially like if you're no comment. Like, you have no room to talk shit. It doesn't matter if you're top fragging, because your frags aren't gonna win you elo. Your round wins are. If you
I got
have
one
13 frags, you have 13 frags, you don't win. If you have 13 rounds, you do win.
And peek having
Let's
that.
keep that in mind. Okay. What are we gonna do here? You should probably flash out.
You have ultimate Skye.
It's just you're not calming on with where people are. You have your ult there, so that would have been like really huge to use and send in there and just give everyone the info of where they are. But instead you're using a dog, no flashes to like get them out, and then you're not calming where people are. So it's just not a lot of good there. Getting the bomb down. Team took all of sight. Oh, flash? Good flash?
One enemy remaining.
No assist. Alright. Yeah, just using your ult on the entry and super good. You guys got 2 picks mid. I just want to take mid. You gotta tell people that like you have site clear, pretty much cleared.
One enemy remaining.
I guess it was Nico, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, just go up a little farther to dog. Like, try to get up in this cubby. Something like that. Because then you can like clear, and you can clear this corner, you can clear male, you can get up into heaven a little bit. Hey, good flash. Good flash to keep them from pushing out. I would have also liked this. I would have also liked to see the flash go flash it up into heaven to help them out. Good info for
One
CT
advance, one
though.
advance. One stairs
One
too.
enemy remaining.
That's an advance. Yeah.
Okay, you should win that. Yeah.
Do it again.
Want to play? Let's play.
Okay, this is where you would flash. This is where you would flash right away instead of dog. I mean, he'll shoot the dog maybe, but like if your random swings out, like, you didn't see the chamber. Also, he could be sitting right here, or right here, or right here, or right here, and just not shoot the dog as it runs past because they can't see him.
Get out of my way.
You're using like when you walked across, just kind of throwing your flashlight as you run across, and you can you can guide it around corners to do that. You might want to stand in the smoke. It's a near side, it's not a blind. Also, you see how the smoke faded as you were like right here? See how the smoke fades and you're just kind of exposed? This is where playing other agents is important, because I played a lot of smokes and I know when Omen's smoke is going to go down, just based on like when I hear it get put there. It's like I'll have a general idea within like two seconds when it's gonna go down. So it'll keep you from getting caught in situations like this where there could be a guy here. Otherwise, yeah, the flash is fine. Don't have another one. Yeah, it's just kind of running over them right now. Okay. This is a better dog. We're just gonna dog in right away. So now you just flash out, yeah? Yup. And you could be so much more effective. Okay. You'd be like way more effective with the flash if you threw it just right in the middle of the site. And you just gotta make sure you know the timing of your stuff so you don't get flashed, so you don't flash yourself.
Enemy spotted. That spike carrier is down.
Spike down B.
Okay, winnable.
Nice. The 2 heaven.
Winnable,
One more,
winnable,
actually.
winnable. You got a flash in 20. You guys have a minute left. You guys can slow this down. Your Reyna is trying to throw by taking the 1v1 there. And you guys just gotta play this out together. Okay, that
Enemy remaining.
jiggle peeking there is, you kind of have to a little bit.
Yeah.
Taking like a whole fight. You just went really wide. And then when you, okay, you got the kill. You do not have to reswing there. At all. Like, you don't reswing there. At all. So now you're leaving Reyna in a 1v1. What you could have done is instead you kill the Sage here, you sit back here, you have 8 seconds, 10 seconds left on a flash, and if she pushes and tries to kill the Reyna, guess what? You just trade her out. If she E's, I mean, you can just chase her down, kill her. She's like, you guys have 54 seconds left. There's no reason for you to
Last
repick
player
that. Just
standing.
make sure you're playing with your teammates. And it looks like
Attackers
Reyna wins
win.
that, so it's GG. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna end with with Skye's kit. Remember that you also are a support, like you give healing, so make sure you're paying attention to that. With your flashes, that's kind of more to figure out if people are there in general. And you want to make sure you're using the mechanics of the utility to the fullest. So make sure you're guiding it correct. You're using the guidance. And then like a dog. Your dog is really good mid-round. And your flash is good mid-round too, obviously, to figure out if someone's there, like lurking or whatever. But like a dog is like, you can clear out rat corners and stuff. You retakes. You can use that to find out where people are specifically. Just kind of help your people retake the site when they take the first fight, so you can get like the upper hand. And then your alt's going to be useful on retakes a lot, because then you can make them shoot, so you can make them prio another target, to prioritize another target before having to shoot you. Otherwise they'll just die because they'll get stuck by the cabbage. So there's that. And then also when you're going to take a site, make sure you're flashing, make sure if you have your ult, you can use that to entry on the site. You want to use that to your ability. You don't want to use your ult when you're just getting like general knowledge, like on those CT ones where you just use at the beginning of the round. Like, I don't know what you're doing. It's like, yeah, you got the info that they were A main, that they spawned. Like, it's not really good info. You could have just flashed and got the same info, but instead you got to kill 7 people or die 7 times, or a combination to get that. So just make sure you're using things in the most efficient order. And I think that's pretty much it. Just like a usual, just crosshair placement, knowing where people are, knowing more game knowledge is gonna come as you play more. So if you just keep playing more, just keep paying attention to what you're doing, little things, and you just build your arsenal of game knowledge, and hopefully rank up off that. So hopefully this helped Shori specifically, and then anyone else who watched this. Just keep in mind all the tips I shared with you guys, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.